Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about the factor theorem. After the lesson, I hope you know what is a factor theorem and you know how to use it to solve the questions. So what is a factor theorem? It is that if fx is a polynomial, then if fp equals to 0, then x minus p is a factor of fx, and also if x minus p is a factor of fx, then fp equals to 0. So how do we factorize a cubic function, gx? We firstly substitute values into the function until you find a value p such that gp equals to 0. And in the second step, you need to divide the function by x minus p. Well, to be aware of that, in here, the remainder, after you use the long division, equals to 0, since x minus p is a factor of gx. In the third step, you have gx equals to x minus p times ax squared plus bx plus c, and then you factorize the quadratic factor is this one. If possible, you can have 3 factors. So that would be gx equals to, let me see, gx as a product of 3 linear factors. So here's a process to use a long division and the factor theorem to factorize a cubic function. Now let's see some examples. So the question asks you to show that x plus 2 is a factor of 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x plus 2 by A, algebraic division, B, the factor theorem. Let us see the algebraic division. So that is the remainder equals to 0 if x plus 2 is a factor. So we want to show that. Thus, we write down that 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x plus 2 divided by x plus 2. So we know how to use it we know how to do it in the previous video about dividing polynomials. So I will quickly write down that. So that is 3x squared, we have 3x cubed plus 6x squared, and we left minus 4x squared minus 7x, and then we can write down minus 4x. We got minus 4x squared minus 8x, and subtract, we have x plus 2, and x plus 2 divided by x plus 2, that is plus 1. So x plus 2, and we have shown that the remainder is 0. So write down, since the remainder is 0, then x plus 2 is a factor of 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x plus 2. Here we use the algebraic division. Now let us see how to use the factor theorem. So according to the factor theorem, let fx equals to 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x plus 2. We have the value p that equals to minus 2, which means we want to show that fp, that is f minus 2, equals to 0. So we substitute minus 2 into the polynomial. We have f minus 2 equals to 3 times minus 2 cubed plus 2 times 2 minus 2 squared plus minus 7 times minus 2 plus 2 equals to minus 24 plus 8 plus 14 plus 2, that equals to 0. So according to factor theorem, and then x plus 2 is a factor of fx, since f minus 2 equals to 0. Now let us see question 2. So for part A, it asks you to use the factor theorem to show that x minus 2 is a factor of fx. Fx equals to 3x to the power 4 plus 5 times x to the power 3 minus 10x squared minus 20x minus 8. In this case, according to the factor theorem, we want to show that x minus 2 is a factor of fx, which means we want to show f2 equals to 0. Here is mean what we want to show. So we substitute 2 into the function. What we have 3 times 2 to the power 4 plus 5 times 2 cubed minus 10 times 2 squared minus 20 times 2 minus 8. We have 48 plus 40 minus 40 minus 40 minus 8. We get 0. So we can see that x minus 2 is a factor of fx, since f2 equals to 0. Now let's see part B question. It asks you to factorize fx completely. From part A, we know x minus 2 is a factor of fx, which means fx equals to x minus 2 times ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. But we don't know what is ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d in here, so we use a long division to find it. We have 3x to the power 4 plus 5x cubed minus 10x squared minus 20x minus 8 divided by x minus 2. What we have, so 3x to the power 4 divided by x, we have 3x cubed, and 3x cubed times x minus 2, that equals to 3x to the power 4 minus 6x cubed. Subtract, we have 11x cubed minus 10x squared Then let us see 11x cubed divided by x, that equals to plus 11x squared. So 11x squared times x minus 2, we have 11x cubed minus 22x squared. After subtracting, we have 12x squared minus 20x. Then we use the 12x squared minus divided by x, we have plus 12x. And 12x times x minus 2 equals to 12x squared minus 24x. Subtract, we have 4x minus 8. And 4x divided by x, that equals to 4. So plus 4. And use 4 times x minus 2. We have 4x minus 8, so 0. So remainder is 0. Thus, we find that fx equals to x minus 2 times 3x cubed plus 11x squared plus 12x plus 4. Now we want to factorize this cubic one. So how do we factorize? Let us see. In the previous thing, I have taught that how to factorize the cubic function. So now we need to substitute the values into the function until you find p, such as gp equals to 0. Well, let me move this part, or maybe let me copy it. Here it is. Let's see. So copy it. So here is a process. So you need to substitute the values into the function until you find p such as gp equals to 0. Let me use another thing to do it. Let me scroll that. So remember, this is a process. Here is a process. Now we have gx, that is equals to 3x cubed plus 11x squared plus 12x plus 4. So we want to factorize it. In the step 1, you need to substitute values into the function until you find p such that gp equals to 0. We can try some values of x. So the first step, we try values of x. For example, x equals to minus 1, 1, minus 2, 2, and so on until you find gp. Here is gp. gp equals to 0. So let's do it. So let us see if we try g1 first. What we have? We have 3 times 1 cubed plus 11 times 1 squared plus 12 times 1 plus 4. That equals to 3 plus 11 plus 12 plus 4 equals to 30. It does not equal to 0, so that x minus 1 is not a factor of gx. Now let us try another one, so maybe g minus 1. That equals to 3 times minus 1 cubed plus 11 times minus 1 squared plus 12 times minus 1 plus 4. equals to 3 times minus 1, that is equals to minus 3 plus 11 minus 12 plus 4. That equals to 0, which means x plus 1 is a factor of jx. So we have done the first step. We find the value that jp equals to 0. Now we need to do is to find the quadratic one. So we need to divide the function by x minus p, that is x plus 1. So step 2, divide jx by x plus 1. What do we have? We have jx inside the division, that is 3x squared cubed plus 11x squared plus 12x plus 4 divided by x plus 1. So we'll write down 3x cubed divided by x, that is 3x squared. So we got 3x cubed, 3x squared times 1 plus 3x squared. Subtract, we have 8x squared plus 12x. 8x squared divided by x, that equals to 8x, so plus 8x. Then 8x times x plus 1, we have 8x squared plus 8x. Then subtract, we have 12x minus 8x equals to 4x plus 4. Then let us see, 4x divided by x, we have 4. So write down 4. Then 4 times x plus 1, we have 4x plus 4. And the remainder is 0. So we have that gx equals to x plus 1 times 3x squared plus 8x plus 4. Now we can factorize this quadratic. We have 3x squared plus 8x plus 4 equals to 3x and x over here, and we find that that is plus 2 and plus 2. So we have done that. In this case, we can write down the whole, we can write down all the things. So we can write that fx equals to the first linear factor is this one, x minus 2. So x minus 2, and another one, the second one is over here at x plus 1. So x plus 1, and other things over here. So 3x plus 2 times x plus 2. So here is the answer for the part B. Now let us see for the part C question. It asks you to write down all the solutions of the equations 3x to the power 4 plus 5x squared minus 10. Oh, that should be not x squared. Should be 3. Sorry. Minus 10x squared minus 20x minus 8. We can see that this is fx equals to 0. From part B, we have factorized it completely. So we can write down that fx equals to 0, which means x minus 2 times x plus 1 times 3x plus 2 times x plus 2 equals to 0. So that x equals to 2 minus 1 minus 2 over 3 or minus 2. So we have done the question 2. Now let's move on to see the question 3. So given that x minus 3 is a factor of 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus a, find the value of a. So firstly, let fx equals to 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus a. Since the question said x minus 3 is a factor of fx, which means f3 equals to 0. So we substitute 3 into the function. We have f3 equals to 2 times 3 cubed minus 5 times 3 squared plus a equals to 54 minus 45 plus a equals to 9 plus a. So that we have 9 plus a equals to 0, implies that a equals to minus 9. So here is the end of the lesson. The main thing you need to know is what is a factor theorem and how to use them in the question. Especially you need to know how to factorize a cubic function. You can pause the video to make a note. Thank you for watching.